Ma'am, do you teach all these subjects?
Sorry.
Ma'am, you teach all these subjects?
For 11th, 12th, I only teach economics, and for 9th and 10th, I teach maths and science.
Okay, ma'am.
But how is it possible like you take science?
Basically because for 10th I used to like everybody has their 9th and 10th subjects similar, right? And even
Yes.
in graduation also I was a part of geo, so somewhere the mathematics part was there. Like in geology you have the all the things in mathematics and all that, and plus science, it's a mixture. This geology is basically like it's part of both maths and science. So there is a touch, still there is a touch. And in like in economics also it's a part of theory and maths, right? So somewhere it is a touch, and these are my only good subjects where I work for. So that's why.
Okay, ma'am. We both used to have a confusion because you used to take maths and science, right? So we just asked you.
Yes. So these are the only subject I teach: math, science, and this
Okay, ma'am.
economics. 11th, 12th economics, and 9th and 10th, even 7th, 8th, 9th, 10th, this maths and science.
Okay, ma'am.
Okay, so these are my all batches which I take. You people can see here.
Yes, ma'am.
So I think what was the last question we did?
Ma'am, the liberalization.
Okay. So I think this one we have to do today. Agriculture sector appears to be adversely affected by economic reform process. Explain this. Like, do you have this answer for you, or you want me to tell the answer? I think this one was quite straight away.
Yes, ma'am.
So you want me to tell this one as well?
Yes, ma'am.
The answers?
Yes, ma'am. Could you just tell us also?
So just write your points. Just give me 2 minutes. I'll frame it out. Okay.
Yes,
Okay,
ma'am.
Okay, you people can see the screen?
No.
No?
Yes, ma'am, we can see.
So let's just start. So the answer says the statement agriculture sector apparatus to be adversely affected by the economic reform process suggests that the implication of economic reform may have negative consequences on the agriculture sector. So let's break down the reason why this can happen, right? So the statement was somewhere partially true. First, reduction in subsidies, right? And when this was bought, it was decided that we will not give more subsidies. Economic reform often revolved reducing government subsidies to various sectors, including agriculture. As subsidies are very important for the agriculture sector because that sector is very unpredictable. Right? You cannot predict it that, ma'am, this time it will be monsoon, this time will be monsoon failure. You cannot. Right? And in these part, it's very important for farmers to get some subsidies, some help from the government. When subsidies are cut, it can lead to increase in production cost for farmer, making agriculture less economically viable, right? So over here earlier for, for growing my crops, I was my cost was 100 rupees because 100 rupees subsidies I was getting. Total 200 rupees expenditure was there. So 100 rupees was the cost. But now what government did? Government removed the subsidies. Now my cost is 200 rupees again, right? So of course it is not a beneficial thing for me, right? So that's what the first problem. Then market liberalization. So economic reform typically promote market liberalization, which means allowing greater competition and reducing government intervention in the market. While this can be beneficial for the some sector, but it negatively impacted the agriculture sector, which consists mainly of small and marginal farmers who may not have the resources to compete in the fully liberalized market. So over here, like sometimes, for example, there's a competition. Some students are weaker, some students are intelligent. So for intelligence, it's very good thing, but not for the weak student, right? Because somewhere they will be demotivated and they won't be able to perform good. So similarly for India, also for economic sector, most of the people were poor. The farmers were poor. So it was not, they don't have enough good resources to compete in the market, right? And then price volatility. So when with reduced government intervention, agriculture commodity prices can become more volatile. This volatility can affect farmer income and this ability to plan for this future. When price drops significantly, farmer can face financial distress. Okay. Then land acquisition and land use policies. So economic reform can also lead to changes in land use policies. This may be pressure to convert agriculture land for industrial or commercial purposes, which can displace farmer and reduce the availability of arable land. Clear? Then access to credit. So economic reform can impact the availability and term of credit for farmers. If credit become more expensive or less accessible, it can hinder farmer ability to invest. So over here, if for example, for 100 rupees loan, I have to pay 10% interest. But now for the same loan, I have to pay 20%. So less people will take loan. And because of this, some people will think that, okay, let's just skip this farming thing and let's just opt for something else, right? So excess of credit also plays a negative impact on farming, agriculture. Infrastructure and investment. Economic reform may prioritize investment. Agriculture investment. Economic reform may prioritize investment in sector other than agriculture. Insufficient infrastructure development such as irrigation, transportation, and storage facility can hamper agriculture productivity. For example, I don't have land. So where I will do agriculture? I cannot. If I don't have storing facility, again, I cannot do it. Right? Then income inequality. So economic reform can sometimes exacerbate income equality. In the agriculture sector, larger and more commercially oriented farms may benefit more from reform, leaving small and marginalized farmers at its disadvantage. Okay. Then environmental concern. In the pursuit of economic growth, environmental concern may be overlooked. This can lead to unsustainable farming practices, deforestation, and water pollution, which can adversely affect the agriculture sector in even the long run, right? So currently it is okay. But even in long run, deforestation will be happening. Like currently you are cutting down the trees. But in long run, it will be hampering the growth, right? So it's important to note that the impact of economic reform on agriculture sector can vary depending on very specific policy implemented. So whatever policy you are making, that will be somewhere impacting this. So the context of the reform and the level of support provided to the agriculture sector during the reform process, government often need to strike a balance between the need for economic reform and the protection of vulnerable agriculture commodity to ensure a sustainable and inclusive development process. Clear?
Yes, ma'am.
So you will read it, okay? And then we will move to the next one from here. Just give the reading. Students done?
Yes, ma'am, done.
Both of you? Yes, no? Ritika, you are left. You are doing it?
Yes, ma'am, I'm done.
Okay, okay. So now coming to the next question. Wait a minute. This one. This organization is focusing on this and this. Okay.
Ma'am,
Yes.
ma'am, this about World Trade Organization, it's given in the textbook and you've given notes, so you can discuss the next question.
This one, you don't want to do this now?
Ma'am,
Right?
we
You
already
can do this, na?
Okay, ma'am.
You want, sorry. I didn't get your question. What you were trying to say?
No, ma'am, I was saying you already gave notes based on this, so I thought
So
you
we
can
should move
discuss
to the
it.
next question, right?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. So now coming to the subsidies one. While subsidy encourage farmer to use modern technology, they have huge burden on this also. I think somewhere we did it, na? Usefulness, positives of subsidies,
Yes, ma'am, we did.
right? Then explain the need of type of industrial reform implemented in agriculture sector of the Indian economy. So this, tell me. You can tell me which answer you want, na? On the basis of that only I'll frame the answers.
Okay, ma'am. This also we have notes, ma'am.
Okay. Then industrial policy you have, right? New economic policy you have.
Yes, ma'am.
Globalization you have, right?
Yes, ma'am.
And this discriminated traffic policies, tariff policies,
Yes.
twofold
ma'am.
motive, you know.
Yes, ma'am.
Which one you want to answer?
No, ma'am.
No. So which one? This also I think you have.
Yes, ma'am.
So which one you want? Tell me. You people have your question paper. Read it and tell me if you have any queries so that that question we can discuss. Right?
Ma'am, I had a doubt in question number 4. It was an MCQ question.
Question number 4 for macroeconomics.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay.
Yes, ma'am, this question. Could you solve this?
Yeah. Fourth one, this one or this one? This one?
Ma'am, can you do both?
Okay. So let's just first do the first one then. Okay. So over here, what they are saying, they have given you the money multiplier, right? And they have even given you the risk savings, right? Wait a minute, I just. Okay. So over here, what is your thing? It is S equals to Y minus C, right? This is the saving function, right? So S is already given to you. This saving is here, right? So what will be your income? It will be minus 60 only. Yes.
Yes, ma'am.
Right? And over here, how can you calculate this one? Money multiplier. What is the relationship between consumption, money multiplier? Anything? Tell me. You have your notes?
Yes, ma'am.
Just check it. Any formula you have which you can use?
Ma'am, 1 by MPS.
MPS, right? So how will you find MPS?
Ma'am,
Tell
K is equal to 1 by MPS. So 4 is equal to 1 by MPS.
So once you will solve it, what are you getting? Tell me. From here, K is given to you, right? 4 equals to 1 upon MPS, right? Savings, this saving is already given to you. So tell me, what is your MPS now?
0.25.
0.25? Okay. Now, what is the relationship between MPC and MPS?
1 minus MPC is MPS.
Okay, so what is left? How much it will left after this?
0.75.
0.75? So, what will be your answer?
Option B.
Clear? Ritika, is it
Yes,
clear?
ma'am.
Right? I think this one also you people can do now. You have to find the multiplier. From here, you will solve this. Right? See you what? Right? So MPS, you can use this formula at last, this one, right? And you can find the investment multiplier. Try it and tell me.
Okay, ma'am.
Ma'am, 10.
What do you got?
Option B, 10.
10? Okay. Ritika, what you got?
Ma'am, I also got 10.
10? Clear?
Yes, ma'am.
Ma'am, you are on mute.
Okay, so anyone who want me to solve this? It was very easy, I think, right? K equals to 1 divided by 1 minus MPC, right? Instead of MPS, I wrote M1 minus MPC, right?
Yes, yes.
So over here, you can solve it. K 120 and this is already given 0.9. When you will solve it, what you will get? 1 upon 0.1 and when you will solve it 10 times, right?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes. Okay. Anything else? Please check it and let me know.
Okay, ma'am.
Ma'am, this fifth one, could you explain the assertion?
Okay. Okay, see, the question itself says that ex post investment can be less than ex ante investment and equilibrium GDP is stuck only when planned savings equals to planned investment, right? So what do you think? See, assertion is false, right? Because ex post investment cannot be less than ex ante investment, right? So it is cannot be, right? It is can be. Clear? So assertion is false, but reason is the true explanation that planning savings is equals to the planning investment, right? Whatever you will save, only that you will invest. So it will be assertion is false and reason is true. Clear?
Yes, ma'am.
Right? So it should be cannot be, right? But it is written can be.
Ma'am, but our teachers told the correct answer is option B.
B?
Yes, ma'am.
No.
Ma'am, can't ex post investment be less than ex ante investment?
It cannot be less than na ex ante.
Ma'am, ex ante is the planned investment and ex post is the actual investment, right?
Yes.
So,
Why they have given you that they are equal?
could you repeat that, ma'am?
About it? See, in the second one, they have told you that equilibrium GDP is stuck only when planned saving is equals to planned investment, right?
Yes, ma'am.
So when planned saving, see, when planned saving is less than your planned investment, right? So then the planned investment rise, right?
Okay, ma'am. Yes,
So
ma'am.
over here, the desired consumption is lesser. So in the economy was less than expected level, which is indicated as less aggregate demand in comparison to the aggregate supply, right? So it can be, see, ex post is what? Tell me.
The actual investment.
Actual investment you are doing, okay? And ex ante is
Planned investment.
the planned one, right? So they are saying ex post can be less than this, right? So X, this actual you are making, right? AD, it's your demand, right? This is basically
Yes,
your
ma'am.
planning. So it will be your supply, right? You are planning that, okay, whatever your savings will be and accordingly you will do. So whatever the demand is, it can be less than that. So what I'm doing,
Okay.
it will be always greater than this. The planned one will be more than that, right? So
Yes,
AS,
ma'am.
always the planned one will be greater and this one will be less. Clear?
So the assertion is can be correct, right, ma'am?
Can be correct, yes. But the thing is that what they have written is can be. But it will be always.
Okay.
Right? Getting the point. The minor difference is it is. But how can your demand, you can, like, can you say AD is greater than AS? Definitely not, na? Of course, for example, see, you have to give 100, you have your saving, your income is 100 rupees, right? You have to
Yes,
pay
ma'am.
rent and you have to purchase maybe one mobile phone. Okay. So out of this 100 rupees, 80 rupees is your rent right? And also 80 rupees is your mobile phone. So which one you will choose first?
Rent.
Rent, because it is planned already, right? And whatever money
Yes,
will
ma'am.
be rest, like 20 rupees is left, this 20 rupees you will use to purchase the mobile phone, right?
Yes, ma'am.
So this is always the equilibrium. Cannot, like, can be they have written, but it is always be, right? But somewhere
Okay,
they
ma'am.
can, like, if you look at this situation that can be they are not accurately putting, you can even go for this, right? That, okay,
Okay,
this is
ma'am.
not false, but I just, the only word which I'm stacking over is always instead of can, right?
Okay, ma'am.
Okay.
Okay, ma'am.
Okay. Any other question? Girls, do you have any other doubts?
No, ma'am.
No, ma'am.
So now tell me which chapter you want to continue from the next class.
Ma'am, can you start
Ma'am.
with balance of payment?
BOP,
Yes,
yeah.
ma'am.
Sure. BOP will be fine for you.
Yes,
Right?
because we are doing that in the school right now.
Okay. So in BOP, basically, I have divided into 2 chapters and that we will be doing for you as well. Okay. So after that, our macroeconomics is, that's the last chapter, right? And I think everything
Ma'am,
else.
foreign
Ma'am,
exchange.
foreign exchange, does
Sorry?
that come under? Okay, then 1 minute.
Wait a minute. Can you please pardon?
Ma'am, foreign exchange is also there, right?
Yes. BOP basically is a unit. In that you have 2 chapters, BOP and foreign exchange.
Okay, ma'am.
Okay, so BOP
Yes,
is an
ma'am.
entire unit and 2 chapters are there. So once we are done with this, and like in one go, we will be doing this because they are related, right? And once we are done, then we will move
Yes,
to the
ma'am.
your Indian economy, and we will just I think over there also we have 2-3 chapters.